It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Let's go! Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Burton. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. And he will find Ridley on the left side. First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a 1st down.
And let's face it, what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press it so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he spins past him and into space. The 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
No. Check. Patriot. All right, here we go. Blue 90. No. Check. Patriot.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to let one go deep for Park. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way down to the 9. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 41 yards. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. They run it with Ballage. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Kalen Ballage, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Sturgis adds the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
21. 12, fellas, here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On 1st down, this is Geis. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal to go. Geis, they'll try to run it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Darius Geis, a 10-yard touchdown run. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point attempt to come here. Extra point up and through. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now Thompson. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Leopard! Set! Green 39! Green 39! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
From From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Chandler Jones. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now this offense ready to head back out there. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
They'll run it now out of the gun. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now Garoppolo throwing on second.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally.
I got you. 21.
Trying a little razzle-dazzle on 3rd and short. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll hand it now to Geis. Space to run past the 20 and down to the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
I got you.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Hey, come on,
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
11. 56, right there, 56.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. His pass caught at the 4. But he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
21.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Jimmy Garoppolo taking it in. And his guys are able to strike for 6. So with 2nd and goal, still had a couple of downs to work with. They tried to sneak, and they got in.
I like the idea that they did it early in the down and distance count. 2nd down as opposed to waiting later on. I think it fooled them a little bit, but how about the push they got up front to get the quarterback through?
Big push and a touchdown to boot. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser-focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no pressure.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now, let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit. Detroit. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Detroit. Detroit.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
No, check. Patriot. Patriot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Spinning past him. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now Balaj. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. It's complete to Parker, left side. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Parker. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Watch it now, Barney.
They go play action here on first down. Going up top. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Balaj. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
The Bears on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4.
3-19. Detroit. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll drop to throw. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea. Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
11. 21.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He'll find Smith-Schuster, that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He'll check it down to Geis. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And Thomas has it. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
20, 11, 11, 11, 11.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he comes back with one complete. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you.
Caught inside the 30. And all the way to yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Here we go. By 20. I got you.
On the handoff, it's Geis. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Garoppolo on 1st down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5-yard. On the catch there, brings up second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On the ground, it's Geis. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Darius Geis, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And his guys find a way to stretch that. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 21-10 game.